we as a business, we started OpenVault 15 years ago, and even starting back then, the demise of DOCSIS was coming, right? And you still hear it today, but yet it's still running strong, right? So what do you attribute to the staying power of DOCSIS?
I think three things has happened to the DOCSIS. I was personally responsible to make sure as I transfer our technology to a standardization through DOCSIS, which Cable Lab led that activity, we wanted to make sure that there would never be a hardware recalls. So we provide not just the golden system through interoperability. We made sure multiple silicons are there, making sure the multiple CMTSs can work together with the modem. So we really did a great scalability of the what I call interoperability. So with that, we really created a reliable foundation and base technology. That's on one side. The second side is the government of the US. Actually, as we were building our technology back in 1989, 1990, we went to the number of the government sites. Some of them has as many as 5,000 users. And before even the cable industry and the cable operators and residential cable plan have 10 or 20 customers, I had 5,000 government users on the campus on my network. So we saw everything we need to know. You would laugh at this, Mark, because the place is Rock Island Arsenal, which is right in the middle of the Mississippi rivers. And guess what? They happen to have a major flood in the rivers, and all manholes got full of the waters, and the network has stopped functioning. A four-star general called me and said, "Hey, you get your butt in here, and we got to get this thing fixed." And you are blind in 1989, 1990. How do I troubleshoot the network? That was our first flag. We need network management, we need network tools, we need network diagnostics. We need to be able to define and identify point by point of this cable, what's going on. And that's led to our IP-based SNMP network management for the first time over there. And I won't bore you with the details of how we got that, but when we got back to our facility in Andover, Massachusetts, the first thing we did was spend 2 good years to really make sure our MAC layer protocols and our QPSK modem had all the hooks that it takes for every piece of functionality that it requires. And then my colleagues, 5 years later, said, "Hey, your network dies at 5 p.m. every day. Why is that?" Well, we also used the same tool to figure out that what was happening in Long Island at 5 o'clock when the trucks are going through the roads in theirs, and they're using the 5 to 10 watts CBs. Some of the coax have been stretched, so there is ingress is going in every time they use their radio from the trucks in nature. And the same thing happened with our Adelphia friends when the Hunter were coming in town, and all those network management tools became to be available. Fast forward to 2013, Bill Hildebrand, my friends in the cable divisions, wanted to use our high-speed data. That says, hey, we need to have eyes and ears on the network. We need to predict what's happened. So because of the variety of the MIPS that we had, we were able to show them through what we call at the time a super knock, that, hey, if you look at the packet drop, you look at the packet loss, you look at the level of the performance of every modem, every home, you can actually map where your service is going to degrade or not over the time. And that improved their customer service tremendously, especially when hurricanes was coming in their town. They were able to use these tools to really figure out. So one of the reasons the DOCSIS is lasting long, because it got the tools, it got the capability, it got the reliability, it has the cost, and it just simply works flawlessly, And why not?